Okay, so we are live. Okay. Hi there, good morning, and welcome back to Journey with Kisiwa. My name is Kisiwa, and I share content on study abroad. And for about, I mean, for the past 2 days, I've been receiving comments on a video I posted on the free vocational training in Germany. So if you would like to ask any question, you can forward it in the comment section, and then we will ask a nice gentleman here, and then he will answer those questions for us because he's in the training and he knows all the benefits. He's enjoying all the benefits, so he will answer our questions for us. But in the meantime, I have a couple of questions here that I'll throw to him. But before that, let me introduce him to you if you are new here or if you haven't watched our previous videos. So he's called Luis and he's from Cameroon, but he's schooling in Germany currently. So, Louise, you're welcome back again to the channel.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
I'm honored to be here.
thank you so much. And we are also thankful for coming back again to give us more information about the free training, which you don't like to call it, but it's free training. Okay, so today's video, as I said earlier, is basically to answer all the questions. I would have
Mhm.
typed the questions to, I mean, the answers to the viewers, but I think some of the questions need to be explained to them. And that is
Yeah.
why I brought you back to the channel, yes. So we'll go
All
through the questions and then you answer it for them. So we'll start from the ones that we have on YouTube. A minute, please.
right. Okay.
But before that, you can introduce yourself to us. For those who do not know who you are, you can introduce yourself to them, and
Mm.
we'll continue from there.
All right. For those watching, I'm actually Louis, in Germany, Berlin. Currently in my final year of nursing. So I'd like to share with you guys like the little experience I have and like requirements and stuff you need to process your documents to come to Germany to study nursing. So if you're
Okay.
interested, you can stay on the live and then you can ask any question you want.
Okay. So I think the first question I had was concerning the language, concerning the B2 language requirement. Can't anything be done about it? Is there something that can be done about the B2 language requirement?
Um, Not necessarily, because I see many people always asking like B2, B2. Yes, the basic requirement is like B2 for you to be able to write the third year final exams. But actually there are some schools who will let you start with B1. But it's not a guarantee that you're going to continue if you don't bring like submit the B2. So so you can start with B1 and by the second year you're expected to submit like the B2 certificate. If not, you won't continue with the hospital. So yeah.
Okay. So Light Media, your question has been answered. Now, I got another question from Rafia, and her question is the blocked account. The vocational training, you are being paid for it. And I think the minimum you mentioned was 1,100 or maybe 700. And if I'm to be paid this amount of money, why would I still need a blocked account? And can the organization that I will be working with also, how do you call it? Sponsor me, give me maybe a sponsorship letter to prove to the embassy that I'm on unemployment. I mean, on a contract with them. So the blocked account should be waived or should be overlooked.
All right. I actually did like a research about that, and to be precise, you don't actually need a block account. The only thing you need is like a contract, a 3 years contract from your employer, and then you can use that to apply for your visa.
Okay.
So
So it
basically,
means that the
you don't
blocked
need a block
account.
account. Yep.
Okay. So with that, how is it? Is it that you're going to meet with your employer? I mean, you speak with your employer to give you the contract which you can use for the blocked account. You will speak with the employer, right?
Yes,
For the employer.
the employer definitely has to give you a contract because without the contract you can't do the hospital. So it's a necessity. You need it.
Okay.
So you don't
Then
have to be worried about that.
the blocked account. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I also have a question here concerning the language. Somebody is asking how or what platform is available to learn the language. And I know they have different tests. Which of the tests is not difficult to write?
Officially there are two institutions for like the language, the German language. You have the TELC and the Goethe German certificate. So normally for people who are not in Germany, they either want you to get the TELC or the Goethe certificate. But but for those who are in Germany, I don't know about those who are not in Germany. For those who are in Germany, there's a possibility that you can write a much easier B2 exams, which is like a B2 for those who are doing Ausbildung, just basically for Ausbildung, for
Hospital.
nursing Ausbildung, for
Okay.
nursing Ausbildung. So you can do like a B2 just for nursing Ausbildung, and you'll be allowed
So
to.
that
It's
exam
much
is
easier.
much cheaper than, sorry, much easier than the ones that. Okay. Okay, sure. Please,
Yeah,
if
do
you
you
have any,
understand?
yes, I do. I do understand.
Okay.
So please, to my viewers, if you have your questions, you can let it flow in the comment section, and we will ask them. And then the language, is it expensive to write the exam, and the language itself, is it expensive? What's
Yes,
the cost of writing the
yes,
exam approximately?
it's expensive. It's like almost 210 euros.
Whoa.
Yeah, it is
To write the
expensive.
exam.
Yeah. Yeah, in Germany
Okay.
it's almost like that, but I don't know about like for those taking the exams back home, but I'm sure it's the same price.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So to
So you
add,
have to be prepared before you write
yeah,
the
you,
exam.
you should.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to write A1 and pass, A2 and pass, B1 and pass, then B2.
Not necessarily.
You can
I always
skip.
advise I always advise people you can actually learn A1 and A2 at home or using YouTube or whatever
Okay.
device
Or Duolingo.
you can
I can also suggest
yeah,
Duolingo.
because A1 and A2 is mostly the basics, and then with B1 you can now like look for like a school or stuff like that that's gonna like teach you
Okay.
like grammatical stuff and all that. And yeah, so so you don't necessarily need to write like the exams. You can write B1 exams and once you pass you forget about A2 and A1. If you write the
Okay.
B2 exams and you pass, you forget about B1. So it
Okay.
just depends. But I always advise people to write the B1 exams first so you can have something like with you. Yeah, because the B2 is actually very difficult. So, yeah, it's
Okay.
better to have the B1 first, then you can continue with your program or whatever, and then later on you have the B2.
Okay. And so also, I would like to add that if you have DAAD in your home country, you can speak with them. They might give you some institutions where you can learn the language. So, and also write the exam also. So that is
And yeah,
a, yeah. Then the next question is, where is the link to apply and what courses are available? Is there a website where I can get all the courses that I can apply to for the Ausbildung?
you mean like different training courses or with
Yes.
regards to nursing?
Yes. Yeah, no, not regards to nursing per se, but all the programs with regards to Ausbildung.
Yes, like I said, you can check on the link you posted on your last video,
Okay.
and Basically, people always use like it's either you use Indeed.com or you use
Dot
Ausbildung.de
C. Okay.
or you can use Atsubi.de. So those are like the three websites I know of, but there might be others, but those are like the three famous websites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just go there and you're gonna find basically everything you're looking for.
So if you go to indeed.com, I know indeed.com has other job opportunities as well. So how would you know that this is an house building?
Um, how would you know if it's an house building? Like there are spots where you can check and actually decide which city you would like to study. So you go to that city and you go check on the available spaces for you to apply for the house building, and you definitely see them on
Okay,
Indeed.
so what I'm saying is that indeed.com is not just for the house building.
It's general.
Yes, it's general for other job opportunities as well. So if I'm using indeed.com and I see a job opportunity and maybe it's an us building, how would I know that this opportunity is an us building?
Um, I don't understand your question. Can you come again?
Okay.
Uh,
So unlike the usbuildon.de,
mm-hmm.
all the opportunities there are for those who want to apply for us building, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So then I think that would be the simplest or the easiest website for them to use. Because for the indeed.com, every employer will put a job
Yeah,
opportunity. It could be us building, it could not be an us building.
yeah, I could explain actually for the Indeed, but like I need to be on like the website itself so I can like direct you
Oh,
on like
so
the
you
stuff to
can,
do.
okay.
Because right now
Okay.
I really don't have the picture of how
The website looks
the
like.
website looks like. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay. Okay, so then I think maybe you can do that on your TikTok account. And for those
Mm,
who were asking of how to reach Louis, I'm going to leave his TikTok account in the comment section. So please, you can follow him on TikTok. Okay. You can follow
yeah,
him on TikTok and then you continue with your discussion there with him. But currently, let me say currently, he's writing his final exam.
yeah.
Currently,
So
he's
maybe
writing.
I might not.
So, yes, so he might not be able to respond to your message as early as you might want him to. Yeah. And do
Yeah.
we have a deadline for us to apply to the Ausbildung? Is there a particular deadline for it?
Um, Not really, not really. But most of the time, 3 months before the next session begins, the admission is open. So sometimes you might contact them and they will tell you contact them after like 2 months, because currently they're closed or stuff like that. But
Okay.
um,
And I know we talked about this in the last video, but somebody's asking of the age limit.
yeah, there's basically no age limit. I actually have people in my class who are like almost 50. So
Hey,
yeah,
wow.
there's no age limit.
Wait, 50, are they Germans or they are foreigners?
They are foreigners.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's for the nursing, right? So you can't tell for other
Yes.
programs.
I can't tell for other programs, but most programs there's no age limit.
Okay. Sure. Then I have another one here, which also um, s- says which of, I don't know, which one is best with visa sponsorship? Is it Ausbildung or dual studies? And what type of CV is good for this program? Is it Europa CV? So the first part of the question, the person is asking, is Ausbildung best for visa sponsorship or dual studies is best for visa sponsorship? And then what type of CV is good for the program? That's the second part of the question.
Yeah, I would say house building is good for visa sponsorship just because of the fact that you don't actually need a block account, and yeah, it's better than, and it's easier for you to go through the visa process compared to the dual
Okay.
training. Yeah.
Okay.
And the second question is like, if you want to write a CV, you need to check the German standards. Like you need to write according to the German standard because it's a little bit different. It's not like what we know back home,
Well, we know.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that would be the Europass CV because.
exactly.
So I made a video on it. I think I'll leave a comment. I'll leave
Okay.
uh, the link to that video also in the comments. That is for the Europass CV. How to write your Europass CV. I'll leave it in the comment section so
It's
you know
very
how.
important. It's very important because if you don't write it correctly, or like they won't
Okay.
probably even check your stuff.
Okay. Okay. And then okay, so we will get to the bigger part of the question. So I want us to answer the lighter ones before we go to. So somebody is asking that is it applicable for someone already practicing nursing in their home country? So a lot of nurses want to move out to foreign countries to work. I mean, for greener pastures. If somebody is
Hmm.
practicing nursing, not studying, but then practicing nursing in his or her home country, and the person wants to move to Germany, what do you think? I know you are not an expert in that, but what do you think the person should do? Should a person join the Ausbildung, or there wouldn't be a need for the person to join the Ausbildung? There is another way the person can use to move to
Well,
Germany to work as a nurse.
well, it depends if your certificate is recognized by the German standards. And if like your qualification is recognized by the German standard, then what you need to do is just to learn the language, and then it's like easy process for you to move over here. But
Okay. So, how will the person's certificate be recognized by the German standard?
yeah, it's like the same for like recognizing your high school certificate. So um basically you contact the city you actually want to work. For example, you want to work in Berlin, you contact the hospital that you're gonna work
Okay.
with, for example, and then they're gonna like send you a link. It's called um Senatsverwaltung. It's like Regierung Präsidium. It's like you send your documents there
Please,
to them.
for those of you who are new here, I mean, listening to our interview for the first time, Louis is not. I wouldn't say he's not so fluent in the English, but he seems to forget his English. So most of the pronunciation will be in German. Will be in German. So please pardon him.
No, that's the real
Okay, so
website.
please.
I'm giving you like the real website where you just have to write it down, and then
Okay.
like apply. Like that's the website. You can't find an English website in Germany. You need like the German
For
website. So
yes.
yeah, so basically the city you actually want to work, you actually need to recognize your certificate or whatever qualifications you have in that city. If like you're
Okay.
applying to come to Berlin, you can't go to like Dortmund to go recognize with the Dortmund Regierung,
Oh,
with the Dortmund office. You need to come to Berlin. So it's very
wow.
important. Yeah, but like I said, I don't know if there's a way you can write the name of the website
The
or as
name.
well.
I can maybe I'll leave it. I'll pin it in my comment section after the
Okay.
video. I'll pin it in my comment section.
Yeah.
Yes. So if I understood you clearly, um, the person will have to use the websites we mentioned earlier, either Indeed.com, right, to look for employment. But before that, the
Mm-hmm.
person should at least learn the language.
Yes, there's no way you can work without the language.
Okay, so the person
There's
should
no
learn
way.
the language.
Yeah.
Okay. Learn the language and then go to Indeed.com, look for a hospital or a health facility that are looking for nurses and in search for health workers, then
Yeah.
apply to them, and then they will assess the person through the process in recognizing the certificates or his or her documents. Okay, okay. So I think that'll be okay. So I just added the link to the video I made on how to create an Europa CV. That's the standard CV you should create if you want to employ, search for, apply for jobs in Germany or most of the European countries. So I have left that in the comment section. You can check it out. So another question I have here is, okay, we've looked at the websites for the Ausbildung. Can a student go with his or her family? And if yes, can the spouse who is not a student be allowed to work or study bachelor degree or master's degree under that route to Germany? So can you move with your family, maybe your husband or
Mm.
your wife under the Ausbildung? Can you move your family to Germany?
No, you can't.
Why?
You can't because basically basically you're coming here to study and the government is like compensating you with the Ausbildungs like money, so you won't be able to take care of your family and everything just from the
Everything.
money you get.
Oh,
So
but residence
so
jobs, right? And your spouse, can't your spouse be on a work visa or something? On a work visa or something.
yeah, that's something different. But like coming as like with your visa, the student visa and bringing your family is not possible.
It's not possible.
It's not
Oh,
possible.
but not, okay, sure. Maybe just for us
It's not.
build up. But what if? Sorry, I okay. Please, I'm sorry for that. But what if you go for the school or you go to school and then
Mhm.
later your spouse joins you, maybe on a visit visa or something? Is that possible?
Like for your spouse to join you when you're here
Yes.
already.
Yes.
And then you have like a student visa.
Yes.
Because your student visa, it takes 3 years. It's a 3 years visa.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then your
and
spouse joins you.
it's not still possible
Okay. So yeah, so
because
whoever
because
asked
for
that
your
question.
for
Okay.
your for your spouse to join you, you need to earn a certain amount of money, and it's a whole procedure, So you don't have to be a student. You have to be working and earning
Working.
like yeah, a comfortable salary for you to bring your family over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's it.
Okay. So somebody is asking that he just completed a training in Germany on automobile diagnostics sponsored by Germany. Can he use that training certificate to join the Ausbildung
I don't know about that. He did
about that?
automobile.
Yes, automobile. But what
Um,
is what level of educational certificate is like the minimum requirement or the requirement I can use to apply for the Ausbildung?
Actually, you just need a high school certificate. Like
Okay,
it doesn't matter which course you did. So you just need to recognize that certificate. And most of the time, they already know like countries like Cameroon, for example, my country, they already know the certificates are valid. So it doesn't take time for them to
recognize it.
recognize your stuff. So I don't know about Ghana, but I'm sure they already know about Ghana. So it
Yeah,
doesn't take
Ghana
time.
is
Exactly.
why was here? Why
Yeah, so
was it?
you just have to recognize that and then yeah, you can proceed with what you're doing.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay. So I think that has also been answered, and I have another question from somebody on TikTok. The person was asking that she studied agric, and so the program she studied in high school, should she follow? Is she supposed to follow, like, do an hospital training on the same program line? So I did agric in high school. Should I pick as select or apply to a program in relation to what I studied in high school?
Like she wants to do nursing,
No, she doesn't want to. She doesn't know what program to do with her agric. So she
hmm
studied
and
agricultural
she's like,
science
and she like has a certificate and stuff like that.
in high school. Yes, she had a certificate and
hmm
all that. So she's asking what program will be appropriate for her to apply to with her agric background.
Like I said, I'll speak just for nursing. She can apply for nursing if she wants. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So basically,
basically, basically, nursing, the house building is it's not that difficult. It's just the language as like a big challenge, and most of the stuff you learn, it's not you don't go like details like medical doctor level. You know, you do
okay.
everything like surface level, but you have like a general knowledge about literally everything, but not so deep.
Okay.
So yeah,
And can we apply from our home country? So I'm not in
yes,
Germany. Can I apply?
yes,
Okay. Then to the very last question, I think that will end the video, our live conversation, which is how do I apply? I know that in the first place, you have to get your language skill. Okay, you have to get your language certificate intact. Then you reach out to an employer on husbandon.de or
yeah.
indeed.com. So if an employer finally gets to accept you or give you an offer and then helps you to recognize your documents, where does the school come in? How do the school accept you?
All right. The hospital has collaborations with different schools,
Okay.
and when the hospital accepts your application, they give you a couple of schools for you to apply, and you tell the school, this hospital sent me to you
Oh,
guys. And then the
okay.
school is gonna ask you, do you have a contract from this hospital? And then they must have sent you a contract already. So you forward it to the school. And the school also has like its own small requirements, like to do with like hospitals and stuff like that. You can do it in your home country. You just need to
Okay.
go to your doctor or whatever, and you get like a stamp to show your feet, like you don't have any infectious diseases and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, you get the two. After that, you get the two contracts. You need two contracts, the one from the school and the one from the hospital.
Okay. Sure.
So when they accept you, they will give you an acceptance letter. It's called Zusage. So they give you that Zusage, and then you send it to the office where you're supposed to recognize your certificate. Do you hear me?
You. I can hear you.
All right. Should I continue from where I stopped?
Yes, please continue from where you stopped.
Okay. Okay. So when they accept you in both the school and the hospital, they're going to give you an acceptance letter, which you will forward it to the office in charge for recognizing your certificate. And you tell them you have an acceptance from both the hospital and the school, and you like to recognize your certificate so you can continue with your visa application and come to Germany to study. So they're gonna do everything and recognize your certificate and send you back the reply. So you use all those three requirements to apply for your visa.
Okay, so then basically, once you reach out to this, the hospital or the company you want to work with, and they accept you, they do majority of the assistance.
Yes, They do majority.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hmm.
So I think that answers most of the questions I have on my social. So since no questions are coming, I think I have answered all your questions and I wouldn't take much of your time. I didn't want this video to be very lengthy. Plus, I'm having problems here, technical problems here. So I would like to thank um, Luis for coming back again. Thank you so much, Mr. Luis,
You're
for
welcome.
coming back, insights, for the information. I have his account here. I have his TikTok account in the comment section. And so please you can follow him on TikTok and then ask him questions. But don't expect response as soon as possible because he's very busy at the moment, writing his final exam. Okay, so thank you so much. And
Welcome.
you should share this video to your friends as well. So please, any last words for my people, Mr. Louise?
Um, don't be scared of the language. Just keep studying
That's
and
what you always say.
yes, because that's what many people are scared of. So don't be scared, don't be
Okay.
discouraged. Just if your plan is to come to Germany, just figure out a way to learn the language and then yeah, the rest will take care of itself.
Okay, so then thank you, Mr. Louise, and thank every one of you who joined us for today's live session. If any question comes up again, you can leave it in the comment section or you can head straight to Mr. Louise TikTok account and then drop it there. You can DM him, he will respond to you. So thank you so much. And we're going to end the video here. Goodbye.
Bye.